Spicy, have you jumped into Palworld yet?
I have not.
Oh, because it's smashing records. It's the third biggest Game Pass launch of all time. 7 million. Xbox, we don't get these numbers. Xbox tweeted it out this week. 7 million players playing Xbox or playing Palworld.
Yeah, and that information is usually like non-public, right? Yeah.
Yep.
So it's
total
7 million.
Total. Let me pull up my Twitter because I retweeted what Palworld tweeted out. I think total it's 19 million players right now.
Yeah, because they had 8 million on Steam.
Yeah.
And then, it was like 12 million on Steam and then 7 on Game Pass.
Yeah, 19 million players, 12 million on Steam, and 7 million Xbox players. Absolutely giant. Absolutely
Well,
giant.
looks like Game Pass is beneficial for developers because, I mean, you can't say 7 million eyeballs.
You can't. And it's just, I'm telling you, if you've not yet played this, these games aren't for everybody, obviously. But if you've ever slightly liked a survival game or a Stardew Valley-esque type of game, or Pokemon, any of those, this is for you. It's a lot of fun. I go through it every night. What's so nice, because for instance, I want to go back through and play single-player Cyberpunk. I can't because my kids are always watching me. I can't be showing them
I mean, you can
stuff.
just expose them to the world.
Yeah, I guess.
Like,
I believe that's illegal in this case.
So so they'll sit every night. They're like, "Hey, can we play Palworld before bed?" So yep, we play it. We go search for eggs. We do a boss fight.
Your son told me today that you caught the llama, the king llama.
King Llama, baby.
Yeah.
King Pack, the Pack King.
Yeah, he was really happy.
Yeah, I had to use my Gigasphere.
Your gigas, yeah,
I had two
the
of
big
them.
one.
It took two of them.
At a certain point, your regular spheres kind of suck.
Yeah, it took 2 Gigaspheres.
My problem with this game is Jordan only wants to play this and not anything else now.
Hey,
that's the problem with
But you
this
could join us soon. In fact,
I can join you?
Yes, they just dropped, or they're dropping. They announced that they're going to be dropping support like this week, next week, soon. Does it say in this article? It says somewhere.
This
maybe
week,
it was
next
the latest.
week, next
there was
year?
a big update. Maybe it was in this update. They said something. Maybe it was today. About
There's a lot of
dedicated
assumptions.
servers. No, about dedicated servers
okay,
specifically on Xbox. Hold on, let me Google it. I should have known this.
So I just want to. So
I'm a headline reader. Everybody.
This article is really interesting. It's over on Xbox. You got the 7 million players on Xbox. Then you got 12 million on Steam. And congratulations to Palworld. This is really good success for them. But I just want to know who the other 2 are.
Yeah, that's interesting, right?
Yeah, because
the biggest launch is.
This is the third biggest launch. Who are the other 2?
I would say Hi-Fi Rush might be a contender because that game.
Because that was kind of everybody just kind of flocked.
Shadow
to it,
dropped, and then everybody was like, "Oh yeah, let's play," and people played the snot out of that game. I would say probably that one.
Here's what Xbox said. Quote, on Xbox's part, we're working with Pocket Pair. Those are the developers of Palworld. We're working with Pocket Pair to help provide support for Xbox versions of the game. We're providing support to enable dedicated servers, offering engineering resources to help with GPU and memory optimization, speeding up the process to make Palworld updates available for players, and working with the team to optimize the title for our platform. I mean, if you're that popular, of course you're going to do that if you're Xbox.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's do it.
Well, get going quicker on it.
But can we commit? Can we commit? Community dedicated server?
Yeah, if it's something, I think it's like 32 players or something. At least that's what it is on Steam right now. Maybe you can go higher. I don't know.
It should be infinite.
It should be infinite. I mean, that is, yeah.
I've got 2 bases now. Jordan, I think you mentioned you do as well.
Yeah.
Are you in the Stone Age yet? I'm in the Stone Age.
Yeah.
I accidentally burned down. I'm not actually rebuilding a wood house because I accidentally burned it down. I got raided and I had flame arrows and I missed one of the guys and it burned down my whole house.
Wait, you got raided on a PvE server? They raid you in game?
It's like the
NPCs.
factions within the game will raid you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's actually a faction. I've been raided a few times by these guys who want to release. They're against capturing pals, so they come in.
It's PETA.
It's
PETA is in the game.
PETA's in the game.
Like they're in the
and
game.
It's hilarious.
And they
want to release your pals.
Yeah. And you got to go up against them.
And it's hilarious. It's so funny.
Yeah, that's funny.
Anyways, I have my second base, Jordan, next to all these ore. There's like 8 ore chunks because ore is a resource that I'm lacking.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And I
as you
just
start to
have
get
that
guns
only
and
set
money, you
up
start to-
as a farm resource. Mining. Oh, and I don't need wool or anything like that. I got that on my other base. And have you got Maus yet?
Uh,
So Maus are cats with the gold. They have gold on their tail.
With balls.
They look like an Egyptian cat, and it's got like a big gold rod.
Okay.
If you throw them in a ranch, they farm gold for you. They just drop it.
Interesting.
I have 3 of them in my
Interesting.
ranch in my second base. I just go there and I collect thousands at a time, and then I just go buy everything I need from the market.
The market, yeah, in the villages and stuff.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got King Paka, baby. He's huge.
Well, because
I also got a leash. I ride him.
It's interesting because like you can only have, as far as I've seen, I think you can only have up to 3 PAL boxes, which is a PAL box is essentially your base, right? So like you can drop a PAL box and that's where your PALs work.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out. It's almost hesitating to build another PAL box because, like I want to put it in strategic spots so you're farming correctly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
Now,
because I don't know about you. I think where you're at, there's not a lot of ore either.
That being said, you can build a base wherever you want, but a PAL box base, which is where your pals can farm and work for you, you can only have 3 of those.
Yeah. Have you yet set up your breeding grounds?
No, not yet.
I just barely did.
No.
You go grab a male and a female
I've actually
pal,
been,
and they drop eggs.
I've actually been, because you can only build for so long, and this is kind of what I like for this game. Like, building and collecting them, you get in that survival rut, you know? Like, because it's just like, okay, go collect more wood. Build this, but as you're setting up bases,
the survival rut.
Yeah,
Okay.
the survival rut. Like it's just that loop of survival, right?
Yeah.
Go get more wood, build another house. Go get more wood, build another house.
Yeah.
I've actually just been exploring and
Dude, once
building my PAL deck.
That's what I've been
Yeah,
doing
because
I go
that's-
hunting
that's
for
the
eggs.
break. It's
I
like,
go
oh,
hunting
you
for
know
eggs.
what?
I have 2 incubators,
I know. I should.
and I just throw my eggs in the incubators.
Hey guys, I gotta say, it's
Yeah.
not.
Go ahead.
So I'm an outside person
You're an
listening
outside.
to this discussion.
Yeah. Makes you
And-
want the game, huh?
No, the terms you guys keep because I'm not familiar with any of the terms. This is one of the funniest things I've ever heard. Like you're writing King Tuck.
No. Oh, type him in. Go King Paka boss fight. Go ahead.
He's a big boy.
Go ahead.
And doesn't
This
he?
is who I
If
have.
you have him, doesn't he increase your weight?
As long
limit?
as you got the leash, he increases your
Oh,
weight
okay.
limit.
So you have to have the leash.
So I
for it.
ride him. I ride him around.
I haven't ridden. I don't
It's so
really
funny
ride.
to hear all these.
Well, I don't really ride my ground pals. I just
King
ride
Paka.
the flying
P-A-C-A.
ones because they, I only ride Nightwing.
Palworld. Yeah. Here you go.
Okay, sorry. Keep going, Jordan. Sorry.
No, it's King Paka. Yeah, he's one of the, I guess you can call it overworld
Oh,
bosses.
he's already got the Penking back there. Look, he's in the Stone Age. This dude's in the Stone Age. Yeah, very good.
Okay, so he's gonna go. So it's basically like Valheim, right? Where you know where they are generally on the map, and you got to go find the
Well,
boss.
they are like,
Yeah, they show
they're
up.
open world bosses, and then you have dungeons, and then you have towers.
Dungeons are pretty cool
Yeah, I like dungeons because they are fun.
because it's like, what's next?
Mm-hmm.
So on this map we're looking at, are those all fast travel points?
Those,
The
all the
eagles
blue
are,
ones are.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my gosh! Hurry up!
Yeah,
Is
just
this
fast forward.
gameplay this
He's-
slow?
Well, it looks like he's explaining all the different boss fights.
Okay.
Oh, I just got that guy yesterday. There he
King
is, King
Paka.
Paka, baby, the king of the Pakas. Oh, and he's
It's like
looking.
a fat reindeer.
He's using a dino sum as well. Dude, I
Animation on this looks terrible.
dude, I roll with 3 dino sums because guys, dragons are so powerful.
Oh man,
Flying away.
it's not exactly the most pretty looking animated game I've ever seen.
Dude, it's so fun.
I would say it's on the level
See,
of
he
like
had to
mobile
go.
games.
See, he had to leave to grab some gigaspheres.
But I guess it's it's a beta. It's like is it considered an alpha
I don't know.
I don't know what it's considered.
preview?
Here you go. He's going back. He had to,
Fun.
See, he had to go.
Considered fun. Okay.
He had to go pick himself up some gigaspheres. Yeah, I already did that. I knew that going in.
Why didn't you
Because
just-
gigaspheres let you capture.
they're
bosses.
like ultra balls and
Yeah, they're like ultra balls,
and master balls.
the gigaballs.
This is great. I don't think I ever want to play this game just so I can listen to your conversation.
See, look
and
at
be
like this
completely
thing, like-
oblivious.
Did
there
he
you go.
miss?
See, no, he dropped his dino sum.
Oh.
Dude, look at Dino Slump's one shot.
Look
many.
Look at the other little Packas. Like
They died. They
because
died
they're just in the.
immediately.
They're
they're
the
in the crossfire.
yeah.
But look at the health on that thing. I wonder how much time he clearly cut forward there.
Well, he's not shooting.
He's
so.
not doing anything.
Oh,
He's
because he
not
has no
wasting his-
arrows.
Oh, he's got 10 gigaspheres though.
Well, if he's in, does he not? I wonder why he doesn't use a musket. Have you used a musket yet?
I have it. I have not yet used it.
Yeah, guys, I gotta say this looks like a mobile game.
Dude, it's so good.
I'm sure it's super fun. Did that offend you?
There we
Jordan?
go.
You win.
No. I was watching the
There
King
we go.
Packa.
Let's see. He's got 21%.
Does he get him?
If you get over, oh no, mine took only 2. Look
Maybe.
at him. Look at him. It's so
That's a
dude.
big- yeah, that was a
That's
body
why,
slam.
That's why I wanted King Packa.
No, yeah. Would
Oh.
do you think my kid would be interested in watching me play this?
Dude, my kids are to the point.
Yeah, I mean, if they like Pokemon and stuff.
My kids are to
Well,
the point.
He knows truck.
My kids right now, I caught them playing
Big
yesterday.
truck is his like famous phrase.
Wait,
I
they're
caught my
playing-
kids
They're
playing-
playing on your profile without
No,
your
no, no, not playing. I mean, playing with each other, and they were playing not Pokemon. They were playing as different pals. What pal are you? I'm a Mao.
I'm a Mao.
Yeah, I'm a Nightwing.
Hey, let me ask you this, David: is your youngest interested in this game?
Yeah, he sits and just stares.
Were any of them Lamball?
No,
Because that's
Rambo.
what my kid and your youngest are closer in age.
Yeah, yeah.
so.
He just sits and watches. It's so that's Pen King. That's Pet King right there. He's the king of the penguins. The guy with the hat.
So now he's captured
That's-
the thing, right?
Look,
Yeah, now he
that's
captures
that's
it.
intimidating. You
So
know
this
what I
is
mean?
his farm. So this dude has put work into his base.
Yeah,
This is a legit base. My base is like a campsite.
yeah, mine is too. He went full castle.
He went full castle here, so he can't be raided.
So actually, I
He
just
might be on a dedicated server. I bet that like he's getting help, and it's like because look how big that is, and
Well, it is the king of the Packas.
so you see if you see right here, Spicy, see on the right hand side. So this P.A.K.A., if you drop him in your base, gathers. So they have all these abilities.
I'll probably play this game now.
You can only have.
I have nothing else to play though. That's the problem. I
hell
guess
let loose.
Yeah, I see
really
you
fun.
on there.
I've pretty much mastered that game.
I figured it out.
I have figured out how to win the war.
And look, his base isn't even that leveled up. He's only at
World War II was
Actually,
easy.
we actually have figured out how to win the war because every time you and I do our wombo combo,
Well, see why Hell Let Loose is such a great game is you can, as a a single player or a duo, you can really influence the outcome of that game versus other big team multiplayer shooters, right?
Yeah.
So, no, I think I've conquered that game. I've basically my goal in that game was to just unlock everything, like all the weapon.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, and so I'm pretty much done.
That's
with that
my
one.
goal in Palworld.
It's 1946. I have won the war. The war is over. So yeah, I just need a game. But this one, here's the thing though. These games suck me in super too much.
Dude, this game will suck you.
Braun Cherry.
Yeah, I have
It
that.
really, I get
Do you
the
have a Braun
argument that a
Cherry?
lot of these things were made by AI art. Like these 3D models are just like,
I mean, it's their pals. Oh, that's Bushy. Bushy sucks, dude. I'm on Bushy right now.
Oh.
Bushy sucks.
Bushy.
Yeah, that's the next.
Oh, Jolt Hog.
Is Bushy a
Oh, I have
boss?
Jolt.
I like
have a few
Jolt. I like
Hogs.
Jolt Hog.
So Bushy is a boss.
Yeah.
One of the overworld. So
Right
see,
there.
here's
this is the boss fight. He's going to Bushy right here. You go right down in there.
Oh yeah, because this is
The
the
terms you use in this game. Oh.
because
Get
that's
your
a whole
balls.
different thing. I forgot about these.
Get your
'cause-
balls.
So you have
go down to
dungeons,
Bushy and
towers.
get right in there.
Oh no, this is these are considered. Yeah, but
That's
this
Bushy.
is just a pal dungeon.
Bushy crushed me a few times yesterday, and I'm leveled up past him. But it's because what I need to do is go get flame armor. I think that's the key here.
That and just use water pals.
I have water pal. I was using water pals, but he like two shots me,
Well,
and it looks like
dodge
it looks like he doesn't even have.
I don't understand. It's like Elden Ring. Dodge it. Oh, there you go. Okay, that I will be fair. That dinosaur does look funny. Like
There we go.
you do
Yeah.
have a point on that
Get
one.
him, baby.
That one.
Get him, baby.
There are
Get him.
pals that do.
Get him.
Look how,
Get him.
You know
Yes.
what that dinosaur
Ooh, but
looks
see that?
like?
See that? See how he just appears? And
If
then he
Land
crushes
Before Time was on a budget,
No. You know, like those big, like, Halloween outfits where people get
Yeah.
in them?
Yeah. It's like
actually, it runs like it
runs
too.
like
That
it.
might
It's
have
like
been
a balloon.
that might have been the motion
It's
capture
got like
for that.
a battery fan
Yeah.
on the back.
Like that looks like that's exactly how they animated him too.
Well, Why would you throw Dino Blossom out? I mean, I guess
because he's trying to.
I guess
You
it's
can't
a
let
dragon.
him. You can't let him die.
Do I need to end this footage because you guys are just talking about?
Yeah, I think you. Let's
watching.
Yeah. Anyways, congratulations to Palworld. Congratulations to Xbox.
Yeah, very cool.
Game Pass.
Also, that article noted that 3 million are daily active users.
It's insane.
So
That's insane. Yeah.
on just Game Pass, and that's not including Steam.
So 3 million on Game Pass, and then whatever Steam's concurrent.
I think they were at. I mean, last time we saw.
Does
it was like
Xbox attempt to grab this IP?
I mean, just let them do what they're doing. It's
Keep them exclusive on Xbox.
well, it's kind of
console.
already exclusive on Xbox.
Yeah, but how you don't think Sony's right now going, hey, do you know how big this game would do? You think Nintendo wants this game?
I don't think Nintendo wants this game.
Nintendo doesn't need it either. They just need to. Well, we won't get into it.
What will we get into? The fact that they just don't care. Is
Yeah,
that what you're gonna say?
They just need to. They just need to
Well, their formula has worked for 20 years.
because there's been no one else.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. And they.
And we're talking about Pokemon, not like all of Nintendo's IPs, but
Well,
Pokemon.
pretty
in
much all of
particular.
Nintendo's IPs have worked. What? Like Mario's still big.
Yeah. I mean,
Are we going
Pokemon's
to
still.
get another Mario Kart soon?
Well, the thing is you kind of perfected Mario Kart 8.
I would say it was a regression, to be honest, in my opinion.
Well, not with the Switch version. Like it's like I think it's probably it's they've perfected Mario Kart 8. Like you can't really. I mean, what do you do? What do you do next?
You make it so you can actually play with friends a little bit better.
I guess you could do that. I mean, the Switch kind of. Well, that's a Nintendo problem, not a Mario Kart 8 problem. Yeah.
True. Yeah. Yeah. Well,
In other news,
yes.
Xbox is now. Sorry, gaming is now Microsoft's third largest business. It's bigger than Windows.
Well,
Microsoft in total made $62
Because they
billion
don't update every freaking week.
in quarter two.
We just don't know.
Yeah.
It does it automatically in the background.
Gaming contributed $7.1 billion in Windows for their quarter
Wait,
two
so
report.
who's the two above them?
So $64 billion in total. Gaming contributed $7 billion. Windows only contributed $5 billion. That's huge. That's huge. But I mean,
Where's
But who's the two above them?
Yeah.
oh, I'll tell you. I'll tell you right now. Hold
Probably Office, right?
on.
Yeah, that's their subscription.
Server products and cloud services is number one.
yeah,
Office
well, fair enough.
Office products and cloud services is number two.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
See, that makes
Then
sense.
gaming.
Do you think those guys
Then
walk
Windows,
around on campus like
Then Windows. Then LinkedIn. That's how big LinkedIn is.
I think they don't walk. I think they segue around campus.
yeah, but like what would be the term? Like just like ballers, you know?
They're like the cool kids.
like the Office guys, you know?
If you think about it, the gaming department kind of is
Like
the, cool
the
kids.
guy that like works on Word. Do you think like, oh man,
No, wait.
that's Stan. He's on the Word team. Like coming into lunch, everybody's kind of like, whoa.
Yeah, how cool
What's
is
that
that?
show
Though?
on
Because
HBO?
you know Phil Spencer walks around with a little bit of swagger.
Silicon
you know?
Valley. Have you ever seen
Yeah,
Silicon Valley?
yeah.
Where that guy, the owner of Hooli, is like, it's like every group is the same, looking out the window. He's like all the stereotypes of the groups that walk around campus.
We do have a super chat. I want to shout out Dominic. I always mess up Dominic. I always mess up your last name. DiBiaso. I don't know why. That is a tongue twister for me. But Dominic, huge shout out. Tier 2 for 17 months. Arbiter status. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Yeah. Gaming is just crushing it. I think Activision Blizzard is here. By the way, they announced their new CEO.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, it was
look that
the lady. She's a big Diablo fan.
Yeah.
The lady.
Yeah, no, I forgot. she used to work for the NFL, and then she got moved over. I really do forget her name, but and I apologize. But she used to work for the NFL, and then she moved over to the COD League, and then now she's going. And then from COD, I think she moved up in the ranks, and then from there she is now over at president of Blizzard.
Blizzard.
President.
What? Are these articles old? I see Matt Booty on this one.
Maybe Activision Blizzard.
I did.
No, it's
Oh,
she's
really?
Blizzard. Like she's on the Blizzard side. There you go, Joanna.
There she is. Yep, that's correct. Fairs.
Yeah,
Faris?
Joanna Ferries.
Okay.
Fairs.
Former Call of Duty General Manager Joanna Ferries. Ferraris? How do you spell that? Or how do you pronounce it? Faris? Faris?
I
Faris.
yeah.
Is replacing Mike Ibarra. Okay, and then they go on to talk about the layoffs and stuff.
Yeah, so I'm curious to see how she does. She's a Diablo fan, so maybe she routes a little bit of goodness over to the Diablo 4 section that is not doing so hot right now.
Well, I think that one of the biggest problems with Diablo is we don't get content really fast enough, I feel. And I think their challenge is balancing the game with the stuff that makes Diablo interesting is the stuff that breaks potentially the game. And how do you balance that?
Well,
when
it's so complex.
you know what I mean, Jordan?
Yeah. Well, I know the biggest. So I played very little of season 3 because I did get. Palworld came out. Basically, is what happened.
I know,
But, yeah.
Jordan. I really have to talk to you about this.
and then well, I felt better because I was like, oh, Palworld, and then we're playing Palworld instead of investing in season 3. I played a little bit of season 3, but then kept going back to Palworld, and then all of a sudden you see everybody like hates season 3, and they kind of list the reasons why they don't like it. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't feel bad for not playing.
Yeah.
So.
Well, here's the deal with Palworld.
So I don't have firsthand experience with season 3, but I do know they came out with a patch this week that did help a few things. But basically, from what I've heard, is everybody hates traps. Which who'd have thought? I wish I was in the board meetings for some of these ideas.
Yeah. Well,
and then they, I guess the pet feels very underwhelming. There was a patch that came out, and I guess it helped some things, but yeah, Diablo's in. It's I don't know if it's in a tough spot. It's definitely in an interesting spot.
Well, I just wish, Jordan, that you can just get over your fascination with Palworld. So
Come join us, baby.
I always feel. Here's the thing: when I want to play with Jordan, and I text him, I always feel nervous because he's either just gonna ghost me, and when he ghosts me, he usually like Jordan over the past 10 years. Instant responses.
Yeah.
Instant. Like, okay, yeah, we could talk, we call, we chat about things. No, I know when I text and he ignores me because he knows I'm not playing Palworld.
Well, sometimes I just have my phone on the charger.
Yes, sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and when I see it, I respond
No,
to
you don't. I know you don't. It's annoying. Makes me feel sad.
No, when I see you, because sometimes I really do. I just put my phone on my charger, then I go to my computer and I play.
I do want to get Jordan's opinion on one thing. Last week, I think this came out after the show. Halo Infinite, no more seasons. They're moving to content updates.
Yes.
Thoughts?
Well, I don't know, because I think it's. Here's the thing: is Halo Infinite was touted to be this great big live service game. They built an engine specifically for live service. We found out that was a load of hooey because obviously it wasn't. So I think basically they've delivered on what they've promised they will bring, and they have Halo Infinite in a really good, or in a good state. So now, I think and I don't know, but I think the decision behind the scenes is, okay, leave a few people managing the game. The rest of the team diverts to the next game. Now, I think that's a double-edged sword. Or no, that's a bad way to say it. I think that's, for me, it's kind of good and bad. I would like to see more of Halo Infinite. I would like to see this live service game that they planned or wanted. I'd love to see, campaign DLC and stuff like that. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think they're working on, I guess, what would it be, Halo 7?
Yeah, a lot of people believe that they're just winding down
Yeah, and I think that's what it is. I think they're shifting resources over to whether it's called Halo 7 or I think there's been rumors and evidence that Microsoft trademarked the Endless, so it'll be called Halo the Endless, which if you play Halo Infinite, things will make sense why it's called that. So I think...
But as far as the multiplayer is concerned, if there's no seasons... It's just going to be a standalone multiplayer without season progression anymore? Is that what they're... Because why... You got to think, why are we getting away from season? Season has a very distinct set of... there's a distinct perception when you say, hey, it's season 5. That comes with a set expectation of progression, particularly, right? A set time. So is that being removed?
Well, that's probably why they're doing it, because there's a set expectation that they can't... They don't have the, I don't know if it's the manpower or whatever.
Oh, I think they could have the manpower.
I know, but having those hard deadlines to cram as much content in there as you can is what they've struggled with. So removing those deadlines probably is what we're probably going to get around the same thing. Just
maybe it's what would you call it? Under promise, over deliver.
No.
The next one is called Content Update 29.
Yeah, so maybe it's one of those under promise, over deliver
CU 29
type of situations. But I think it's going through actually very similar process as Master Chief Collection. They got Master Chief Collection to where it needed to be.
Yeah.
And then you at a certain point, you don't need a whole team to manage a game.
It's true.
And I think that's the mode they're going into. The team that will be on this is managing the game. Obviously, making sure things don't break, there's no exploits, blah, blah, just keeping things managed while the majority of the team is working on the next game.
Yeah, Nefarious Noob in chat says, the season model is getting stale. Ready for this Halo change. Let's see where they take it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they made a lot of really good steps with Halo Infinite.
I think what they struggled is maybe you came in season oversaturation. Like seasons have been oversaturated.
Season oversaturation?
Yeah, it's just the space is oversaturated with seasons and season passes. And so Halo seasons have never really stood out above that crowd.
I don't know. I understand the burnout of seasons, because I think I've been there with certain games. But I think it more comes down to, is it good or not? For example, let's take leagues in Path of Exile. Path of Exile leagues are essentially seasons. It's just a different name. It's a new server with different rule sets they add. Basically like seasonal servers like Diablo. There's new mechanics and stuff like that. Some leagues pop off and go crazy because they're super fun mechanics and everything's great. Other leagues don't do as well. And I think that's more what it is. What do I think seasons are stale? I think there's an argument to be had. They could be. But Fortnite, for example, there's some seasons of Fortnite that just slap, right? And then there's other seasons like we got burnt out when they added. I remember it was the
Mechs. Was it Mechs that burnt you guys out?
No, everybody hated Mechs. It was when they first added airplanes and the Santa Claus. It was like the season. It was around they added the ice. It was the first time they added the ice land. Remember? And then they added airplanes, and that's when we were just like. Now I don't remember. Was that like season 3 or 4? Because we played Fortnite hard. Like before season,
I think it was like around season 5.
Yeah, and then we were just like, all right, let's go find a different game.
Yeah.
So I would say that maybe not seasonal burnout, but game burnout. I don't know if you want to. There is a burnout, but if Halo came out and delivered a season that slaps, I think a lot of people would flock back towards the game.
But I wonder if that's why getting away from seasons, if they're looking at it and thinking that maybe they keep even the progression models and stuff, but they're clearly trying to get away from the seasonal expectation here.
Maybe just same thing, different name.
Well, same thing, but not. You're no longer locked down on dates.
Well, because think about what the criticism here. The gameplay. How is Halo Infinite multiplayer gameplay?
It's fantastic.
Yeah, I like the gameplay.
That's the thing. When Jordan said, "Is it good enough?" The gameplay is good enough.
Yeah, and so the negative press has been tied to everything with seasons, everything to do with seasons outside of the multiplayer gameplay. When the focus should be on, damn, that multiplayer gameplay is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely a shift.
Yeah. And you're taking a game that's traditionally not a, live service game, and they're trying to put that gameplay and that style of game onto a live service game.
Well, which I think is possible to do. I just think they did it in a not great way. And I don't necessarily mean the seasons, but just fundamentally how some of the systems in the game work. Like, let's say, let's armor cores, for example. I'm not necessarily 100% against armor cores. And what armor cores are like, you have the Mark 7, the Mark 5, the Shinobi ones, or whatever, the
Which
Samurai one.
sets.
Those are armor sets, right? They have specific items that can be on those armor sets. And that was the big criticism before they did change a few, they've changed a few things. The big criticism was like, oh, I really like this headpiece, but I don't want it on the Mark 4 set, and I want it on the Mark 5 set, or whatever. That was one of the big criticisms. Also paint, and that was a fair, valid one. Paint should not be locked to armor cores. And that's just one system. So the armor core system, I don't think necessarily panned out. I think it would have just been better if they had... You can still kind of break things down by armor cores to organize the parts, but let players create their own Spartan. Like, let them, why lock them to, again, I wasn't super against the armor core, but basically what I'm saying with all this is they should have done a system like Reach, where you earned credits during the match, you took those credits and unlocked whatever cosmetics you wanted.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see where they go from here, for sure. So...
Is this like kind of hinting at they're going to dial down things and then?
Oh yeah, I think so, definitely.
And then move on to something.
Correct. I think there's going to be a team that manages this game, and they're going to move on. And I think, I don't know. I'm kind of torn. Is that the best thing to do? Part of me, yes, because what I just said. I think there's fundamental issues with the game, like armor core, and yes, they have made changes to alleviate a lot of these things, but I think just kind of start from the ground up and build the game with you know what doesn't work.
Yeah.
Right? So don't do that again. And for the love, please.
Of all that's holy.
For the love.
Please.
For the love.
Campaign team, if you introduce a bad guy, let me interact with him throughout the game.
Do you think the original plan was because it was infinite that you were going to have him a lot more seasonally?
All I know is in Halo Wars 2, and David has been playing Halo Wars 2, so he knows.
Bro,
you get introduced to Atrioc, who's a badass.
He is a badass.
Like, I don't like seeing Spartans get beat. But when he beat them, I was like,
when he beats them,
this guy
he makes me want to switch teams.
This guy can turn me, you know?
He makes me want to switch teams.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. They set him up
beautifully.
And then the way the AI how he's set up, it's not a spoiler, right? Like, it's been out for forever.
Yeah,
it was on the last generation of consoles.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, Halo Wars 2. Atriox is set up as he's just fighting for his people. They were abused by the Covenant.
Yeah.
And he got so strong
and pissed
that he eventually...
And one day he said no.
He flipped the script, and instead of the banished being enslaved and used by the Covenant, now the Covenant is paying homage to him, Atriox.
Well, and the way, like, the whole way they introduce him, how he beats the Spartans, and the way the AI describes his story, excellent. Like, really great writing, top tier. Then, you see nothing of him for the entire game.
His sidekicks. A lot of his sidekicks. And they keep running away from you.
Nothing of him from the entire game.
Sidekicks who has, like, a cold.
And then and this is Halo Wars 2, and then at the end of the game, he punches his computer screen, and he looks up, and he turns around and walks out the room, and the game is over.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, fool me once, Yep. Then Halo Infinite comes around. And Master Chief. Okay, we're just going to talk about Halo Infinite for a minute. So if you haven't played it, then just
it's 2 years old. You're good.
Yeah, just
I won't even put on the elevator music.
Yeah, and just beats the crap out of Master Chief. And
right
again,
right out of the gate, and you're like, oh damn.
I don't like seeing Master Chief lose. He's not a loser. He's a winner.
No, he's a winner.
Yeah, and you're just like, oh man. But what it does is like it shows like, okay, dude, Atrioc is pissed from Halo Wars 2 when he broke that computer. Like he's mad. Like he wants stuff to get done, you know. And then like the way it goes, and again, beautifully crafted. The way he chokes you as your Master Chief, you can see him in first person, and he tosses you out of the infinity. And really great scene. Then you don't see him for the entire game. And at the end, and I believe it's only on the legendary ending, you see him, he's still alive, and he was wounded because of what Cortana did and blah, 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 right? And it's like, oh, he's pissed again, you know. Not going to fool me this, you know, you did this again before. How many times can he get angry? Is this the time he's finally going to be angry enough to actually be in the game?
Actually.
And this is my thing with 343. They have a habit of just doing that. Like, they introduce characters and then they never come back to them. Like, for example, the Endless Lady. Who is she? Like, okay, she's really bad. I barely know her name, and now she's dead. All right. It's over. Like, it's just take time to develop these characters, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I thought they did good with the pilot. I thought they did good with Master Chief and the weapon, you know? And maybe that's what they were focusing on. But anyways, basically what I'm getting from all this is I think they know what works and what doesn't work with Halo Infinite, and I hope they bring those lessons into the future. And I know everybody's like, Battle Royales have kind of, you know, lost their flair. I still hope that they make a Battle Royale for Halo, because I think it'd be fun.
Yeah.
And that's what I have to say about Halo.
And that's all I have to say about that. Now, tomorrow, Persona Reloaded 3 is dropping on Game Pass.
Yeah, this is the remake of Persona 3, right?
Yeah, and this is supposed to be one of the best.
This is the Halo 2, Halo 3 of the Persona franchise.
The Persona franchise. This is what made Persona. Apparently, I've only played Persona 5. Fantastic, amazing. A little bit too many cutscenes for my taste sometimes.
And a little bit maybe different type of schooling for you too, right? Like you're not a huge fan of the education system in that game.
Yeah, but I like you're basically fighting the education. What's crazy is like the stuff that.
Well, no, because
stuff over there, like
you'll know if you play the first couple hours because it gets weird.
Like it's just known that the PE teacher is a womanizer with all the students,
and you go into like his world.
And he's not a bad. The way that it is he's not a bad guy, but his persona is evil, and that's what you're fighting. Hence the name Persona. And
yeah, I'm actually and
Persona 3 Reloaded.
I'm
dropping
actually,
tomorrow.
This might take me away from Palworld.
Yeah, I'll tell you what Persona does. If you've never played the Persona series, and this is my first. I've never had. I've never been into PlayStation. It's been big on PlayStation. People consider it one of the greatest series of all time. Persona 5, one of the greatest games of all time.
And Persona 3 is supposed to be the best.
See, this is where I get confused.
Yeah, give it to me.
Because I have not played.
So this is Persona 5.
This is 5. Yeah, I mean the game isn't out yet, so I don't have.
You could do the trailer of Persona 3.
Let me.
Looks good.
Yeah. How many different Persona 5 games are there? Because I was trying to find Persona 5 Royale on Game Pass. Apparently, it left, and now I had Persona.
Oh yeah, it did leave because I had to buy it. I bought it.
You bought it?
Yeah.
But there's several versions, and the versions are drastically different in the game. Like it's a different game, and I couldn't remember. I could have just called you guys, but I get confused. There's so many different versions of these.
I don't have to look
games.
at which one. This is Persona 3 Reloaded is the one that's coming on Game Pass tomorrow.
Yeah, Reloaded is the new one. We should all play it together in party.
Dude, let me tell you though, if you enjoy turn-based combat, they do it the best I've ever seen done. Even better, as much as you guys like, what's the Star game that does it really well as well?
Oh yeah, Sea of Stars.
Sea of Stars does it even better than Sea of Stars.
I love anime, man.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up.
It's full.
Yeah, this is these are the cutscenes, by the way.
Yeah, it's true.
And you're like, all right, I can get behind this.
Yeah, you know how there's a 5-hour tutorial in Valheim? It's like a 3-hour cutscene at the beginning of Persona.
I thought you'd hate that,
That's the
David.
style, though. That's
no, but
like
it's
the
an
style.
anime, so it sucks you into the story.
And everybody
See,
looks
look at
cool.
that. How are you not sucked into that? Some hot lady whispering into your ears, cool animations.
So this is this on Game Pass?
It's like
Will
Game Pass
be
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Very excited.
And it's
for it.
launching on Game Pass, yeah? Or
Yeah,
is this
this is-
already
No, this is a
out?
remake. This is already out. Yeah, this is
But
like
this
Jordan
is,
said.
This is the reloaded version with higher end graphics and everything, right?
Correct.
And this is already out today, but releasing tomorrow on Game Pass, or is it launching and it's launching on Game
No.
Pass?
It
Sorry, yeah.
launches tomorrow.
Yeah.
And it is available on Game Pass tomorrow when it launches.
Yeah, on
Okay,
day one.
thank you. That's what I was trying to.
Confusing.
Because this is like, is this different like a Final Fantasy VII remake different, or is it just like shaders are improved?
I've never.
Let me look up. Let me see what
I have
no reviews. Are
I
already
have
out for
known of Persona, but have only recently gotten into them with Persona 5.
Okay.
So this will be.
And I've heard such good things about Persona 5,
Yeah.
and I didn't know what version to buy.
No, and I have heard a lot. Like I've heard Persona 3 is like the GOAT of Personas.
Persona 3 is the greatest of all time.
It's like that's why I said at the beginning. It's like this is like in the Persona series. This is like the Halo 2, Halo 3.
really.
Like that's what I hear. That's what I hear. It's that's why they remade it because it's
Persona 3. The
Legit.
first sentence remains utterly gripping.
utterly.
Is that UTT or UDD? Because that's an important
I
difference.
want to see. Here we go.
I hope it's the second
Here
one.
we go. Here's a conclusion. Here's a review from a place that I trust. Conclusion. This is purexbox.com. Persona 3 Reload is a stunner. This dropped today, this review. This is how you do remakes, folks. Keeping the heart and soul intact while adding to slick graphics, cutscenes, new mechanics, dialogue, and voice acting fans can handle. Everything that's been changed has been done so with the utmost care. Every new addition sings, and newcomers and diehards alike should find themselves absolutely glued to this when it hits Game Pass. Yes, we'd have loved to see an option for female protagonists added. That's a stupid reason. But beyond this one, Niggle.
That would change the game, right?
Well, I've never played the game, so I don't know.
What we've got
but
here
I assume
is
it
very
probably
hard to
would.
find fault with. Yeah. I mean, that's their only con. Literally, they have a pros and a con side. That's their only cons is that it's only a male voice.
A male voice, like
the main character- the
is
main
the male,
character is
male
a
protagonist.
male.
Yeah. So they just want
okay.
the option.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, it's cool. It is cool. Well, I'm just going off of Persona 5, and that's the only one that I've played, for the record. Persona 5 is cool. So, fact that this is on Game Pass, super.
But which
super
Persona?
huge.
There is no such thing as Persona 5. It's Persona 5 Royale. Which version did you play?
Let me.
It was-
Or there's one that starts with an I. There's like several different personas.
Let me check my Xbox app here.
Okay.
I can tell you.
And
They're probably-
sorry, I'm just ignorant and I don't know.
I've only ever seen the one, just the one that I bought on Xbox.
Okay, here. Well, I'm going to pull up the internet.
Okay.
The internet will tell me because
Dude.
it confused me when I was trying to get it. Because I didn't know which version you guys had.
You could have just looked at our.
Man, when are the launch
my
times? Like, I
achieve-
want
you
to go
could've
home and
looked at
play
my
this
achievements.
now. What,
I'm not going to go. Xbox hides those in different places every single week.
It is true.
I can never find.
David,
where
does
to
it say
look up-
launch times?
Yeah, it's Persona 5 Royale.
Does it say launch times? When are the launch times? Is it one of those things like where we're going to get it
yeah,
at
maybe.
12 Eastern? Because I'll play it tonight.
Okay, listen. You want to
reload,
right here? Here we
launch.
go. This is just a quick Google search that's right on my screen. There's Persona 5. There's Persona 5 Royale. There's Persona 5 Tactica. There's Persona 5 The Phantom X. There's Persona 5 Strikers, and I could keep scrolling down. I did not know which one you guys played, and apparently it was Royale.
It's Royale.
Yeah, Royal.
Persona 3
That wasn't on
Reload.
Game Pass.
Tactical,
Persona 3
Tactics, I
Reload?
think, is like a tactics game, like a different game. But.
It unlocks at 9 p.m. Pacific time today.
Oh, so that's 10 o'clock for us.
Yes.
I would have preferred it if you just give me mountain times because I'm trying to
I
start a trend
operate
here.
in Pacific time.
Do you really operate in Pacific time
I
from now on?
literally do. My entire job is in Pacific time.
If you start just doing mountain time, I bet you
We'll
people will
convert
slowly
people.
change.
We'll
Yeah,
convert
yeah.
people.
I've told you my Viv story. It happens.
Yeah.
It really, it works.
We did get another super chat. Huge shout out to Bobby Drum. Welcome to Tier 1 Wingman status. Just joined us. Thank you for the support. Everybody, if you're in chat and you've got the emotes, drop a BFF for Bobby Drum. Appreciate that support. If you'd like to support the show, you can become a member, just like Bobby here, or youtube.com/XoneBros. We've got shorts dropping every day. We do a behind the scenes for our members only after show where we just hang out, have fun with you guys. We'll be immediately after this show, so stay tuned for that. Also, rate, review, and subscribe to us anywhere you listen to us. It's very, very, very helpful.
I'm very excited to download Persona 3 tonight.
So it's available at 11.
10.
For us because of our time zone.
10 p.m.
Correct.
tonight. I can play.
Probably 10:01.
The next game after this that I'm looking forward to is Dragon's Dogma, baby. It's in March. March 22nd. Happy birthday to me.
Yeah. No, Dragon's Dogma does look really. Dragon's Dogma 2 does look really
that was
good.
some of that was shown off yesterday. Can we look at the? It looks.
I'll pull it up. Yep.
Freaking. I never played the first one.
I have it. I bought it on sale on the Xbox. Actually, it wasn't expensive at all. What's funny is I bought it because it was like a super sale, and it was like one of those things like, oh, geez, if I don't buy this, I'm losing money. What's funny is I probably won't play it before I play Dragon's Dogma 2.
Yeah,
So it'll have to be like an archived game that I
look
play.
how
Looks
good
so
it looks.
good.
Yeah, man. Oh, anytime you get a female cat lady praying at an altar, you know you got a good game.
I'm getting tired of cat ladies.
What's that supposed to mean?
No, I'm just kidding. I mean, who's tired of
Look
cat
how
ladies?
cool the dragon is.
I like how you immediately retracted that. So
No, the combat looks super smooth.
Yeah, dude, look, that's gonna be Mark up top with his magic hands. I'll be underneath. I've got his belly.
so is this so this is co-op?
No, single player.
No, it's single player.
Well, then how come
He just likes
I'm
to
role
imagine,
playing.
you know?
I'm role playing, baby.
If
Look
you
at
can
the
if you
Minotaur.
can rename your characters in your party,
Yeah.
I'll rename them to you guys.
Look, there's-
I always do that 100% because then when you die, I
it
reload
means something. Yeah, I always name my. I always name my mounts my animals' names like my dogs.
Oh yeah.
I do that. I
You
do
know,
that too.
this looks good. I think this might be the first I mean, there's big games coming out, but I think this is going to be the first big heavy hitter of the year.
And did you know that I name my animals after musicians, David?
I did
you know
not
that?
know that.
Yeah. So my cat's name's Hank after Hank Williams Jr.
Oh,
So when
that's
I
cool.
name my animals in the games, they're twofold. It's
a double
my pet,
meaning.
and it's also Hank Williams.
Ah,
You know,
I name
the old
my-
country star.
I name my mounts after my pets, and I name my junk Mount.
That's one of the dumbest things you have ever said. Honestly. And I've known you for a very long time.
Come. Yeah. I'm a child. All my mounts are named Roach, says the chosen gringo.
Hey, that's a good one too. Geralt of Rivia. Shout out to you. That was actually I went back to play Fortnite. We were talking about Fortnite earlier when Geralt was on there.
Oh yeah.
And
That's
now-
how Fortnite gets us now. Like, I still think it's a fun game, and I do go back to it. But what makes me come back to it? It's like, oh, they have Peter Griffin from Family Guy this season. All right, I'll go play until I unlock him.
Oh man. So this is
Dragon's Dogma 2
Dragon's Dogma
coming
2.
in March. Yeah.
March. That looks super good. I need a game that. Here's the deal. I don't have my problem, David and Jordan. I don't have time to play.
Will you have time tonight to play Persona 3
Here's the thing.
in a party chat with me and David?
I don't know if I'll be there tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna ghost you if you text me.
Why?
Yeah, but how many hours do you
Why?
have? But how many hours do you have in
I
Vengeance.
don't go. I really have. My
I
phone
want
on
to
the-
play a game.
Yeah.
But I only have a limited amount of time to play it. And like a game like Palworld, the game you guys have been playing,
Yeah.
I cannot
Let me tell you.
stop myself from putting too much time into it.
Yeah, see what I like about Palworld is
I have no control.
yeah. Well, you're built for these kind of games
I know!
I jump in literally for 30 minutes a night with the kids. We do a few things, accomplish a few tests, and then on the weekends we hit it hard. But yeah, I could see you'd be like 8
That's
hours.
why I don't want-
You'd be like,
I
I
mean-
just got to do this next thing.
And Persona, from what I was trying to figure out, when I was trying to figure out what version of Persona 5 you had,
Yeah.
people were talking about, oh yeah, it's you just started. Yeah, you're not going to make it in time. The game comes out in 4 months. You're not going to.
Oh yeah, like it's
Like they're talking about 4
how long
months
to beat?
away,
Like, it's like over 100 hours just for like the main story or something in Persona 5. Let me see.
and that's like not including, I think, all the stuff you can do, and you would want to do. Man, this game. So we're watching.
Yeah.
Those listening, we're watching the trailer.
Listen to this. When focusing on the main objectives, this is on howlongtobeat.com. When focusing on the main objectives, Persona 5 Royale is about 101 hours in length.
How much that also gives you if you play the game? Like how much to 100% that game?
142 hours.
142 hours. Yeah, that's a big game.
It's a big game. Well, here's the thing, though. There are hours of just cutscenes.
Yeah.
It's literally an anime show with game in between.
Yeah. Yeah.
So think of it as binge watching like My Hero Academia.
You
Although
really...
you'd probably
It's a great show.
Although you'd probably get done sooner, though, still.
Yeah, well, because minus the 5-minute intro, 5-minute outro, that's a 16-minute episode, times 60, I think.
Yeah.
How many episodes? Oh, no, wait. They're
think
probably
there's
in the
more now,
90s. They're in the late 90s, I think. But yeah, that's... You probably...
Very good.
Yeah. You can hit that in a week.
Last question before we go. Polkafraud wrote in. Hey, Polkafraud, how you doing? He says, have you guys played Enshrouded yet? Not yet, but I have seen
No, it's the new
fantastic
survival game.
Yeah, and that's the other. There's two
two
fantastic
big
survival
survival
games out right now. And Enshrouded...
I believe Enshrouded's only on PC.
Yeah, right now it is coming to Xbox and PlayStation 5. In the future, it is also in game preview. To my understanding, maybe I'm wrong, but
I cannot handle game preview games anymore.
but Enshrouded, I've watched people play it, and it is cool. The game is
the big
spent
mechanic is about
digging.
the enshrouded, right? Being enshrouded and voxels, right?
and digging.
Like
Big, you're down in big caves and holes all the time.
Because isn't it like voxel based where you're like you can dig down and build all your bases underneath ground and stuff like that? And then, yeah, there's the enshrouded mechanic.
Yeah, people love this game. I've been watching some YouTube videos. Of
If you're a survival fan,
Yeah.
you're eating good.
You're eating good right now.
Good.
Many options
2024 has been good to you so far.
that it has. Super Shocker drops a super chat. He says, now it's becoming more obvious that kids are gamer kryptonite, right? Remember the days before kids, boys? Except Jordan, he just never sleeps. I do. Super Shocker, thank you for that super chat. Guys, that does us for today's episode. Thank you for tuning in and listening. We're about to roll over to our members lounge where Spicy, last week he didn't wear pants.
What?
You wearing pants this week in the
But
members lounge?
you'll
I'm
never
actually
know.
not wearing pants right now.
Oh,
I'm wearing,
that's right. Jordan's in between. Jordan's, I don't know. I don't know this. Yeah.
I'm wearing gym shorts.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Yeah, let me hit that outro. We'll get out of here. We'll get out of here. No, the discussion I want to talk about during the
Yeah, tell
show
me.
because
What is
I'm in control now of what we talk about.
Oh, yeah. What are we talking about?
Master Chief versus Vader. Not only that, peak Master Chief, which is I think just Master Chief versus peak Vader.
Oh. A Master Vader debate,
Yeah.
if you will.
I had this discussion. That was pretty good. I had this discussion with my nephew this week, and it was really interesting. So that's what we're going to talk about.
I'm gonna go get a Dr. Pepper for the
All right. Thanks
Master
everybody for
Vader.
listening. We'll see you next week. And stay for the next show.
I didn't want to be so strong. I don't understand why there is so alone. Give the love, give the love, ooh, you love, ooh, you love. Give the love, give the love, ooh, you love, ooh, you love. Give the love, give the love, ooh, you love, ooh, you love. Give the love, give the love, ooh, you love, ooh, you love. Trying so hard to find the good old days.